Still worried about me being alone, traveler? No need, I assure you.
Most of what I know of the Forests of the Lost are legends. What can you tell me about this place?
Thousands of years ago, Mortis rose from the dead body of Soloniel, goddess of the life stream. The newly born goddess of death became queen of the necromancers of Greyleaf, and built her army of undead hordes here. But then, everyone knows that.
So, where is everyone? I just assumed I'd be some slobbering monster's feast by now.
As did I. The goddess and her hordes are here, but something's changed in them. Better to thank a blessing than question it, I'd say.
You mentioned you're part of a brigade in Veranta Or. That's a long way from here.
After being threatened with being marked pure as punishment for losing our last battle, I fled. Wars are hardly the honorable pastimes they used to be.
The song you sing...
Dark Oils Rising? It is my family's song. I tend to sing when I'm nervous, or happy, or proud.
What I'm about to ask you may sound strange, but I've discovered a way to save a banshee who's been cursed to die a slow death by having her voice robbed.
I'll do it.
I haven't even told you what it is yet.
We lost our battle in Varantor. My battalion is in ruins. My home is overrun by elves. One does not get lost in Greyleaf if things are going well. So whatever it is this cursed banshee business needs, I will provide it. Lady's honor. Now, lead the way.
For someone worried about being attacked by a crazed necromancer in a haunted forest, you certainly don't mind having blood on your hands. Well then, young fiend, present this, the final offering on the throne of Korsal. Let us usher in a new era for the Second-Born together.
I'm not one to make demands, but this seems like a good time to back away.
I thought you'd never ask.
Avi, look!
The Lost One, champion of the Council of Six.
Petulant Edgemar, how dare you invade my domain?
Your domain?
I can explain.
And how have you come to keep the company of the Child of Iron and Sky?
We're friends.
Someone please tell me what's actually happening here.
As I knew and loved your parents, I will allow it. Speak your questions.
Explain what this throne actually is.
The Throne of Korsal is a binding ritual from the epoch of Hoyland Toth. When performed, it is powerful enough to imprison a god itself. That must not happen.
Edgemar says Mortis's power wanes, and that with this throne, we can free them. They deserve liberation, not servitude.
As their unholy mother deserves subservience for granting them a second chance at life. Do not judge what you cannot comprehend.
Edgemar gave me the impression these were his lands. So I assume you're an invader.
The forests of the Lost are mine. I am the eternal champion of the Council of the Six. We are the ancient heirs to Mortis's will. Through us, her power multiplies across the lands. Edgemar is a pest.
Mortis's power wanes. Edgemar said so himself, and frankly, something isn't right in Greyleaf. The hordes are scattered, disorganized, isolated.
These lands are mine to reign over. You dare question me?
Enough of this. We rode here seeking some sort of bond between our people and yours. Instead,
you aided the whims of a rogue necromancer in his quest to imprison the soul of our goddess. For this, your punishment is death.
Hands to irons. We do not die today.
Death is going to have to wait. Hello? Anyone? You're here. Where's Orion?
Dead, most likely. But then, so are we.
We were fighting. The Lost One descended. I can't remember what happened next.
Because it happened after we died. Instead of giving us a second waking, the Council must have trapped our souls here as punishment.
What is this place?
The Hall of Souls. A prison for any who stand against Mortis. Or, to be more specific, this is one of many stones used to build the Great Hall. Each stone in the Hall of Souls is its own prison world. A hollow form filled with suffering souls.
There must be some way to earn our freedom.
None who are imprisoned in the stones of the Hall of Souls ever leave. The torture is eternal. I'd say it's best we make ourselves comfortable and learn to enjoy the existential anguish.
So long as I have the will to fight, I'm fighting. Are you coming?
We'll have the rest of eternity to sulk. It can wait.
Good. Let's find Orion.
You're exquisitely fresh now, aren't you? I can still smell the sweet scent of life upon your souls.
One does not face retribution from the Lost One without becoming very dead in the process.
Unlike a necromancer, a scent does not lie. Your soul is here, yes, but the body holds fast. I'm sure of it.
My, what a sensitive nose you have. Is the rest of you so?
So, what?
Sensitive. We have an eternity to find a way out. What's a few minutes?
I smell you. Your past. Your suffering. Your hopes for Ilion. This is how my people listen. Inhalation. You listened and heard me as I truly am.
As you heard me. You know that I can't stay here. If there's a chance we can leave, please, help me take it.
My freedom is a hope I've long since lost. But yours? Yes. So long as your bodies cling to life, we may reunite them with your souls. But time is of the essence.
Thank you. Truly.
Look at this sorry lot here. Who's all this now?
I'm Aviana of Ilion.
Oi, EJ. She reckons I'm talking to her?
Irenia, you are looking foul.
Of course, you two know each other.
We did bunches more than known each other, love. EJ here's the reason I was second woke as a vampire, and the reason I'm rotting in this tomb.
Right. Well, we'll leave you to your rotting, then.
Ejimar, relax. Irenia and I have so much to discuss.
Scoot, EJ. The ladies are talking.
You look like you've been here a while. You must know something about this place.
May have died a young vampire, but I can still read thoughts. You're squared on escaping. The Hall of Souls will try to stop you. But don't let her. So long as your bodies are free of curse and rot, you can escape. How? I never did know.
I'm curious about why you're here.
I was set up. When the grimoire Tucholkin was desecrated, fingers got pointed, and I was sent here to pay. Fools. Everyone knows I can't read.
I haven't known EJ long, but you two are an unlikely match.
He's not as bright as he thinks, love. But then, who is? I was one of his first. He didn't raise me, but for the practice of it. I still say he was ashamed of me, and framed me for the desecration of Tucholkin.
You certainly have a way with words, Irenia. but there are more pressing matters at hand.
Not from my point of view, love.
Arinia, I like you, and frankly, you're not exactly busy. Join us. We're gonna find a way out of here.
Gallivant? Gladly, if only just to see EJ's mug when you realize you're trapped here forever.
You there. Do you have a name? Good, good. What is it? Bucket? Bucket the Lich. Well, you're not as scary as your brethren, are you? Come along, Bucket. We're going to find a way out of here.
Please, Avi, wake up. I'll do anything, just breathe.
It's Orion. He's trapped somewhere.
No, young fiend, the other way round. Orion is with our bodies. We can hear him here because we can hear him. If I can channel the power of the Throne of Korsal, we can reverse the enchantment and use it to bind our souls to our bodies.
A way out!
A way out. But the Hall of Souls will fight us. She doesn't take kindly to escapees. Are you ready?
If it means we get out of here, I'll fight until my last breath. Perform the ritual. Where am I?
Avi? I thought you were...
I did it! The portal worked!
What? Anyway, I must have been knocked unconscious. When I woke up, everyone was dead. I got us to a safe distance, and since then, I've been waiting. I didn't know what I'd do next. I just held you, washed the blood from your face, and prayed you'd wake.
I heard it. The prayer, I know it sounds insane, but I heard it. How long were we gone?
A long time, Avi. The Lost One left us for dead almost 10 days ago. What happened to you?
When we're back in Ilion, with the mud out of our shoes and ale in our cups, I'll tell you everything. Until then, Ejimar, your lies almost cost us everything. Explain yourself.
Of course, young fiend. I pledged my friendship, and I always keep my word.
This throne was some kind of binding ritual. What was the plan?
The Council of Six are archaic, decrepit beasts. There are second Woken who want liberation from their tyranny and from Mortis herself, and why not? Look at what's become of Greyleaf. This was once the center of necromancy in the world, bursting with power. Now it is a shell.
Even if you worship Mortis, attempting to kill a goddess is nothing but hubris. The result would only be wrath.
You cannot kill a god. The throne would become her, a physical body to bind her to so she might inhabit it forever. You see, I'm simply a misunderstood man of faith.
Who or what was that monster that descended from the sky?
It is the champion of the Council of the Six. It once inspired pride among the Hordes. Now it's only wrath. It will not forget what we did here.
Your plan failed. What will you do now?
You came seeking alliance and you found it in me. I would be ungrateful to the Fate Hand if I called that a failure.
If you think you're joining us, I expect you to honor your word. For once.
When would I not?
This wasn't the plan, but we could use a powerful necromancer. Just know that if you build a throne of meat in Ilion, you'll be on my bad side.
I've quickly discovered that's a fate worse than death. I only ask that we return to the Hall of Souls when ready. The portal I opened there, I believe I know the reason I was able.
Do you think you'd be able to do it again?
Not alone, but with my wife, who was imprisoned there by the Lost One many years ago.
So, necromancy?
Don't worry, you're not my type. Here, young fiend, this is it. Xehanort has opened the way forward, just as happened last time.
Your wife. She's imprisoned in the Hall of Souls. I imagine you made quite the pair back in the day. To find your wife, I'm going to need to know where to look.
In the Hall of Souls, every brick is a cell in which the Council of Six imprison infidels for eternity. Any one of them could be hers, though I can hear her screams. She calls to me as I call to her. We must follow the call.
I'm not surprised you'd be married to an outlaw, but I'm curious what she did.
The details of the past are irrelevant. What matters is now, young fiend. Now we will relieve her of this torment.
We don't just need a plan to find Jayanar. We need a plan to get her out of here.
Liberation comes in many forms, and in ways one might least expect. Be certain it comes for my Jayanar just the same.
If she's in there, we'll find her.
My sweet little prince. Has the Lost One finally imprisoned you for his schemes?
On the contrary, my lovely girl. I'm here because you have something I want!
You took my freedom from me, my suckling tard. For what else do you wish?
Wait, what?
Did he not say? For his work in subjugating undead free of the Council, my sweet morsel was doomed to eternity here.
If that were true, my slithering seductress, I would be here, and you would be free, and you know it!
Oh, but you are here, and here you shall all remain.
Yet again, old fiend, I need answers.
After epochs of horror, and the threat of tyranny, we have finally relieved the world of its darkest evil. What else is there to know?
You said you were here to free your wife, not kill her.
For the second Woken, there is no freedom, but the final death. I kept my word. But we're here for more, I confess. She has the power to open rifts in space. It is a power for which I've searched a very, very long time. Jayanar hid it from me, my poor, sweet beast. Then she failed. The power must be ours, young fiend.
Jayanar said it was you who was meant to be in this prison.
What I've learned from marriage is that it teaches you to hate things you'd otherwise never notice. My sweet love was just letting out the aggressions of a lover's quarrel. Nothing more.
Jayanar was, or is, beautiful. What happened to her?
When she still breathed, Nevendar was a kinder place. Jayanar rose to queen and overwhelmed the lands and seas. The lost epoch was hers. She had to be stopped, and so I stopped her. In this place, Jayanar's flesh slowly corrupted as the world became corrupted. One way or the other, this world makes monsters of us all. One day you'll understand that.
If you need this power, you could have just said so. But all the same, take it and let's get out of here.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I think you mean repulsive.
Ah, now. Everyone's a critic. It is done. The power is mine.
The power isn't yours, old fiend. The power is ours. Together, we will be unstoppable.
You surprise me, young fiend. At my age, surprises are an uncommon thing. Let's hope it's the first of many.
Alt! On Veil Order, Port Grimard is marked for purification. None are permitted to leave.
Port Grimard? Never heard of it.
Priestess, is this true?
Of course it is, Holy Hand. Now, let's hope your superior has no need to hear that you've inconvenienced my pilgrimage.
You didn't strike me as a liar, Coruscant. I'm impressed.
Who knows? Maybe your tendency toward high treason and murder is rubbing off on me.
Ah, Varantor, where heroes are made. Or more commonly, where they die.
The grass is blood-strong here.
Choke points, good sight lines, infrastructure, and defensible low hills. This is a battlefield generals dream of.
The races may blame us for the war's escalation, but I still believe if we bring peace to Varantor, we bring peace to Nevendar.
Well, so do I, but do you think the generals will listen to reason? We're being blamed for their fighting, after all.
Only a fool would stand in the way of peace, no?
Ah, the warriors from the Hail. I'm glad to see you again.
First you take the plains, and now you have your sights on Varantor? Impressive. How fares the battle?
Not good. The rebellion took a heavy toll on us. The priests needed to be overthrown, but without them, our leadership is in chaos.
Your children who rage against their parents but cannot face the world without their protection. Repent, soldier.
Thank the High Father after the battle, not during. What's the situation here?
We're vulnerable if we don't hold the field. We will have come through rebellion just to be crushed by outsiders as soon as we've tasted freedom. Our general has a plan, but we're too busy defending the line to act. With your help, though...
You fought too hard to fall now. If we can help you keep your freedom, we will.
Good to know the forces of Ilion are still on our side.
Ah, the hero of the rebellion upon the Plains of Widows.
It seems we're famous.
I was addressing her, short man.
Everyone that fought at the Battle for the Hail were heroes. Coruscant, Orion, and all the others.
Heroes are precisely who we need, in fact. Mortis's rotting swarms threaten to overrun us. I have killed countless of my former brothers once they second wake, teeth bared.
Mortis denies them a place in the four heavens.
Indeed. Should we kill the Lich that commands their minds, we'd find respite, if not peace. But the Lich commander eludes me.
I've met no such Lich in Varantor, but if I do, I will stop him. Tell your men the days of killing your brothers are over.
Oh, good. Lich hunting. My favorite.
A postulant. Will broken by demons. Be ready for blood.
The Eye of the Molten Moon herself. I only saw you from afar in the arena. I didn't realize you were so well built.
Oh, you know, being the Eye of the Molten Moons means I try to keep in shape.
I could show you my fitness regimen back at my tent.
Oh, could you so? Sounds tiring.
For the both of us.
I don't mean to pour water on this effort in diplomacy, but there are literal armies about to march on us.
I'll remember this next time you've got some bar regular laughing at your jokes, Ori.
Well, if we don't all die in battle, come see me sometime. It'll be a night to haunt our nightmares.
Consider it a date. But first, we're here to confer with your leader. Our bloodlust and other lusts will have to wait.
It is said that the Twilight Twins are something of a problem-solving pair, yes?
Our reputation's nothing compared to the results.
It is that many great deeds have been done by you?
It is said, have been done. Come on, man, use some active voice.
Not now, Ori.
Like that. Nice and snappy. Now you try.
There is an internment camp in the Elven stronghold. A prisoner has been... that is, the elves took him. All of the prisoners are to be tortured and killed.
Bastards.
The others held there are of no concern, but there is one I wish to be saved.
We'll save him. Tell me the name of your friend, so I know who to ask for.
Melandrak the Wild, and he is no friend of mine. He is guilty of crimes against me. I cannot let the elves have him because I need to kill the bastard myself.
Either he dies and I don't get paid, or he dies, but I do get paid. It's an easy decision. You left out the part where you told me what he did.
Did I? Killed my family, then killed me, only to find me after I was reborn in the Fire Sea and killed me again.
Tell me where to look.
In the prisons far northeast. It is said that the camps are guarded, and so you should be ready to fight for the beast, yes?
I'll find this Melandrak and bring him to you. After that, he's yours to do with as you see fit.
You're the champion of Huruk. I saw you fight when they remade you an infernal knight.
I am Bagthal.
Acceptable indeed. Who dispatched you? How many postulant reavers have you brought?
Aviana is champion. I march for her.
The eyes for both the Red Moon and the Blue. With you here, we might yet bring Bethrazin's fury. I need you to kill someone for me.
Give me a name.
The elven presence here is an insult. No discipline, no glory. If their chieftain's blood was earned, they'd slink back to their ruins.
A demon looking to avoid facing battle head-on? Not much glory in that.
I have earned more blood than most. I'm not avoiding a fight. I'm making sure my flank isn't beset while we march our glory back to Bethrazin.
One death can win a whole battle. The elven leader sounds like she needs to die.
Yes, I knew Huruk put iron in your blood, champion.
Well now, yours is a form I haven't seen on this plane in a long, long time. You are the child of iron and sky, I presume?
I'm that and more, but you can call me Aviana.
Aviana. I'm Ilmirin, and it seems the Fate Hands allowed us to cross paths at a moment of opportunity for us both.
I'm listening.
I sent my postulants to retrieve a certain package for me. They've not returned, but the package is essential to our war efforts. I assume they're either dead or missing. Accompany me and we'll find out which.
I don't see anyone stopping you from going on your own.
Just because I'm terrifying doesn't mean I'm reckless. This is a war zone, after all. Now, about my offer.
Unless these postulants are a legion of 100 deadly soldiers, I assume they can't have gone far.
A fair assumption.
Varentor is big, Ilmirin. A clue would help.
They were to head east, to the Endworld Inn, a tavern overseen by a dear friend.
You said the people went missing when they were looking for a package.
It, like everything around here, was for the war effort. Until we trust each other better, I think that's all I'll say.
You're here in the service of Bethrazin, I presume.
My dear Fire Lord and I aren't exactly on speaking terms. Gods claim to be omnipotent, but can hardly muster a sense of humor. But he's lucky. I want this war over, and he wants it won. So for now, we're on the same side.
Join us. Wherever your people went, we'll find them together.
May your blood be thick, etc., etc. Allow me.
Welcome, Ilmirin. Come in from the cold fires of war. Come, come!
Aviana, this is Belphegor, the ringleader of the little circus known as the Endworld Inn.
We crossed paths in Hurek.
So we have. I assume you're here for your package. Sorry to say, it never arrived.
Then I'm sure you won't mind if I look around. Not a scent of my postulants or the package. I suggest we wait them out. Shall I pour us a drink?
I can see where this is going, and I like it.
Let's get to know each other. I ask you a question, then you ask me. I'll start. You walk around like you can change the world. I believe you can, but I'm curious. What is the world you intend to build?
Nevendar's chaos. I will bring order and justice to it.
Are you not a product of the very chaos you'd seek to undermine? If we remove the chaos, do we not forfeit having another you? Oh, sorry. It wasn't my question. Now, your turn.
Everyone has a story about themselves. What's yours?
I've lived many lives, all of them spectacular. You should have seen the Legion when I was young. It was nothing but fire, heat, rage. Now they scheme, they lurk behind the plains and in the shadows, but when my soul was young, we stood in the light of the flame. She went north.
Who went north?
The little backstabber responsible for my missing postulants. North, toward the bridge.
Strange. I just assumed they'd attack.
Either you've gained favor with my Dark Queen, or they know we've helped them before. We can pass.
Just the aid I need. You command the forces riding under the banner Ilian, yes? I am Charlea.
Daughter. Child, it is you.
Edgemar. You're looking... well, you haven't rotted yet. That's something. Forgive us. Edgemar conjured my reawakening. It is good to see the man, especially here.
So, you and Edgemar, but you're a vampire.
Oh, am I? I'd check in the mirror, but such is life. Or death.
Charlea's waking was more complicated than most. More powerful than most. Splendid specimen in every regard.
Charlea, was it?
Viceroy to Mortis's Council of Six. I represent the dead and killing queen outside of her territory. Usually in political matters, sometimes in military. Or whenever it pleases me, really.
That ritual, what was it?
The Tilsol. From a page I happened to spy in a grimoire called the Tuchulkin. We use the dead to bless the fields. Silly superstition, I'm sure. But in war, every bit helps.
There are a lot of dead here. Well, dead, not undead.
The war goes poorly, and the Dread Queen recedes from this battle. I know not why. Still, that's not why I'm here.
You say I can provide aid.
I suspect your travels will take you amongst the elves here in Vorantor.
I wasn't necessarily planning on it, but plans change.
If so, I'd like to accompany you. I have business with a chieftain.
What sort of business do you have with a chieftain of the elves?
As you can see, I was an elf myself in life. I want to seek out my sister. I believe she is among the chieftains leading them here. But what I am now, I assume the elves would attack me on sight.
As long as you don't interfere with our own mission, we can escort you on yours.
Excellent. Dark Lady be praised. Or whatever of the gods you mortals worship.
Ah, I know of you. You served my Dread Queen well before.
And for that she will reward me. Us!
Mortis does not care about you, and she is no queen. She's a goddess, gone mad. I am the true savior of the Second Woken.
You seek to liberate our people from the bony grip of the Dread Queen?
You don't owe Mortis for your second life any more than I owe the gods for my first. Yet the gods demand subservience. I refuse.
A woman after my own heart, had I one. In truth, some among us have shaken free of Mortis's control thanks to your enchantment of the throne of Korsal. Because of you, Mortis's grip is loosening. We want to run and join your realm. But first, we need your aid here. Bethrazen's legionaries feast on our rotting flesh. None escape their appetites. Before there can be an undead uprising, we must destroy the Legion and their leader, the Oblate.
Inasuk, Oblate of the Red Sun. We've met. I want to help, but it sounds like you have a problem with the entire Legion, not just one demon.
The Oblate is renowned for his brutality, and for his legionaries hating him. He has no second in command, and no loyal lieutenants. With no clear hierarchy, the demons will do what demons always do. They'll tear each other to shreds once they see a power vacuum.
If striking down this demon can throw the Legion into chaos, then this is too good an opportunity to pass up.
What is it their people say? May your blood run thick, and all that?
Aviana, we must stop the demon ambush.
You would save the elves?
My sister is among them. She cannot be slaughtered here, not by them.
Defend the medics! Repel the demons!
What is this? I smell Berkana's blood in you! Who are you? Where is she?
Berkana is the chieftain of our clan and head of our dynasty. She's hoarding mana veins for the Elder, as is our clan's calling.
What do you want with our mother? We are her twin heiresses. It may be within our power to help.
Impossible! She is a child! Tell me where Berkana is, and tell me why you reek of her.
Charlea. I think a vampire may experience time differently than us mere mortals.
But then, how long have I hunted my sister? How long has it been since I turned? Decades? Centuries?
I take it this is an unexpected family reunion.
To say the least. Elves can't bear children before their 100th year. Berkana isn't any more than 70, or so I thought.
You should be happy. Your sister is alive and somewhere else, and her children are safe.
Happiness is the hallmark of idiots.
Now would be the time you tell us all why you're sniffing out your sister.
I am what I am because of my dear sister's treachery. I was to be head of my dynasty.
Our chieftain has no sisters.
Child, your mother had me murdered to assume my role. I languished in the forests of the lost, bleeding, ready for death. It came, but so did Edgemar. I was saved, but I do not know how much time passed, I became what I became, and Berkana became an infant chieftain.
Our mother would never.
All mortals are liars. I owe Berkana pain and death. That pain begins here. Death ends with her screaming.
Enough of this. Whatever your quarrel with their mother, these girls have done nothing to you.
The very blood in their veins is a reminder of how their horrid spider of a mother tortured me.
No. They are young. They are helping others. If there is suffering in your family, it won't be their burden. Aim your rage where it is needed.
They will not pay for Berkana's crimes, but my vengeance awaits.
I foresee us getting along very, very well.
Then, let this be the start of a long and mutually prosperous afterlife, until Berkana's death and beyond.
You've earned their respect. We may pass to the chieftain in peace.
Being friends with the elves is fun. I'm really enjoying this. Have they shot anyone full of arrows yet?
Not yet, but the battle's barely begun.